Hey, more By Blood Alone content. We're going to talk about the peace conference rework. I'm going to show you a simple peace conference. I'm going to show you some more complex ones. So first thing we'll do is classic Germany. We're going to annex Czechoslovakia. Oh no, not again. Make this war super easy is we'll do research all. So our army will be absolutely supercharged by having every single doctrine available. I realize that France is guaranteeing them. Classic Hoi 4. Revoke guarantee. That's right. France does not care anymore. Like real life. All right, there we go. Ran them. Romania would like to join the war as well. Can do if you want. Boom. Off you go. Boom. The purge has begun. Sudeten has been captured. Do we stop now? No, we'll keep going. Gone. The end of Czechoslovakia. You're about to see a peace conference, but the demands are all from one side. So this is the newbie simple version. We'll start from the bottom and work our way up. First thing is I'm going to show the bottom right corner. So most of the key buttons in the bottom left, the bottom right, and the top right. So first of all, the normie option is to take territory. For instance, we'll grab the Sudeten and submit our demands. And because we're the only one making demands for this region, we just instantly take it. Now we're on to round 2. If there was multiple people in this peace conference, they would all simultaneously make their plans at the exact same time. As you can see, our contribution to this war is 728 score, and the amount of land to take will be 377. So we can, if we want to, just take all the land, and we can do if we want to. However, there's some other options as well. So we have the option to liberate. Apparently there's no one to liberate. Slovakia, where are you? You can puppet as well. We can puppet Czechoslovakia, classic. We can change their government to make them fascist. Also classic. We can take their navy. Classic Czechoslovakian navy. Very important. Big history. If we puppet, we unlock a bunch of new options. We can set a demilitarization zone. We can take their resources. We can ask for war reparations, which will give us civilian factories within a certain region. So for instance, if you would select, let's say, this state, we'll be given 4 civilian factories. And you can also say dismantle your military industry. In this case, if we selected all these regions, submit our demands, and now they've been completely demilitarized. We can add a demilitarization zone to these regions. Submit. We're just doing the one by one to just show a variety of different stuff that's available. And we can also take resource rights from southern Slovakia. Boom, submit. Oh boy, you ready for the chaos now? Here we go. And here we go. So we took one state. German Czechoslovakia was puppeted. That's right, puppets now have the name of the person that's been puppeted, which is super useful because now you can see the land that that nation owns. A bit like how collaboration states adopt the name of the mother nation. The fascist party, the NOF, has been put in power in the Bohemian Empire. So let's look at the chaos here. So we have the Bohemian Empire. Then we have German Czechoslovakia here. So it's actually created 2 nations. So this is an independent fascist nation that we've created. And then we also puppeted this specific region here and completely dismantled their military. And if we look at resources, you can see there's a German flag here, meaning we've taken the resources off them. So it looks like if you want to take their resources off them or demilitarize them, it looks like you have to puppet them at the same time. We'll do another example. Let's do Poland. Classic Germany taking out Poland. Oh man, this is the most historical game. Warsaw has fallen. So if we went up for approach where we didn't take any land, in fact, no, we'll take Danzig and we'll take this one as well. There we go. Pretty borders, right? So at the same time, what we want to do now is change government. But it looks like when you change government, you unlock these options. And then if you puppet, you unlock these options. So first thing we'll do just to demonstrate is we'll take the whole navy away from Poland. So this just seizes all their screening ships. They don't have any capital ships. Should we just seize the entirety of them? We've done that. Boom. There's our ships. Perfect. So we've done 2 things here. We've taken this state from them here, these 2 states. And then at the same time, we've seized their navy. You can see all the demands that we've got on the right-hand side. Now what we'll do is we'll change their government. We'll demilitarize them, which basically means these factories get completely dismantled. At the same time, we'll ask for war reparations. So we select all the states that have got civs, submit, and at the same time, we'll set a demilitarization zone here, 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 and here. And then we'll confirm. I'm ready to see the chaos here. Okay, this has not happened the way I thought it would. So Poland technically still exists. I guess you've got this. Oh, I suppose if you puppet or change government, you specifically have to say all of this land will be a part of this new government. See, we're learning, guys. We're learning. This is my first time playing with this, so just bear with me. And you can see now this is demilitarization land, and this is also the land that we've asked for the civilian factories from too. Can we see these civilian factories? Here we go. So it says that 42 of my civilian factories are the ones in use, and also an additional 9 civilian factories are from offense or occupations. So these are the ones that are inside of Poland that I have demanded. Doesn't make it clear on the map that these are the ones that I own. It'd be kind of cool if there was an icon in the bottom right to say that I've taken cities directly off of Poland. Okay, another one. Another one. Let's do France. Rip France. Let's see if we can create a French puppet government. So specifically, we click change government. Then we have to select all of the states. Now we have specifically say all of the states that we've selected are now a part of that change government. And now at the same time, I can do the ultimate revenge on the French. Demilitarize Alsace-Lorraine. That makes no sense whatsoever. Dismantle their military industry and war reparations, which will just say the entirety of the French economy. And you know what? At the same time, we'll take the entirety of their fleet. So what each one of these does is each one of these is a capital ship, but also with it, you get 8% of their screening ships. So each one, 8%, 8%, 8%, 8%, as well with a capital ship as well. So there's just a way that individual players could divvy up and divide up the full navy of the French. Submit demands, confirm and exit, and we have a national France, which consists of 0 military factories and 32 civies. How many of those are we getting, though? So 24 are being given to us through events and occupations. And also, look at the size of our navy. Oh, all these French ships. This is, I'll say, of all the possibility of things you can do in this new expansion, the biggest thing is stealing navies. It's so big. So now you can play as a minor nation. Let's say Yugoslavia annex Bulgaria, Greece, Romania. If you're really lucky and really brave, Italy, and Turkey as well. Combination of all their navies at the same time is going to make a devastating Yugoslavian navy. Oh my God, at last, a way that we can use navies in a way that we can actually create a navy from nothing. This is going to be amazing. One thing I want to try is just hop over to France. Just have a little look of how many civilian factories they've got. No, they don't have any civilian factories. They don't have any. Every single one of them is being given to Germany. So they don't have any production at all. Oh, wait, maybe they do. No, they do. They're working on special projects. Oh, no, the special projects is war reparations. They had 6, and they were working on an intel agency. So they do have a few, just a handful. Maybe they're the ones that are overseas, potentially. It doesn't make it very crystal clear on the map that these are being given to Germany as war reparations. Let me just declare war on Germany and see if the war reparations end. Yeah, they instantly end for obvious reasons. Cool, cool, cool. So let's do something. I'm going to declare war on Switzerland, and so is Italy. So now we're going to enter in a peace conference situation where 2 nations are going to be vying for demands in a peace conference, and I'm going to see what the outcome is going to be. This is a simple example because Switzerland obviously is a fairly smaller nation. However, in this expansion, they've added way more states to Switzerland, so it's going to be interesting to see how it turns out. Will they arrive? They're too busy with Ethiopia. Let's annex Ethiopia and help them out. We have been embargoed by Cuba. So that's something else that we've not really talked about. You can embargo now. It costs you 100 political power. Or in this case, 200 political power. I wonder why 200. I wonder if that number changes based on what ideology you are. And simple thing is they can't trade with you. So for instance, if you were to play as Germany and grab all the tungsten in Iberia, grab all the rubber and also tungsten in Malaysia, and then issue embargo against a nation, they're not going to be able to produce barely any artillery or barely any planes, which is going to be devastating for their economy. We'll end this now. And our contribution is 69%, and 30% for Italy. Switzerland's a bit of a weird one, really. They, due to their government type, and if they go historical, you have to capitulate them by removing every single one of the provinces before they capitulate, which I think personally is really cool. It sounds really bizarre to say this, but I would actually like to see the Soviet Union be like that as well. For instance, if it like holds on to the bitter end, oh, that'd be so cool and so painful at the same time. Anyway, we have a peace conference now, lads, and it is between Germany and Italy. So my contribution is 78%. His contribution is 21%. That has resulted in 64 points for me, 18 points for him. His demands. Has he made demands yet? I think he's demanded this. Oh, the demand is too expensive, so we can't select that one. So specifically now, we have to say what our demands are. So we're going to go for this one. Oh, and that's it. We've run out of points. So it looks like it does work a little bit like the old system, where you still have to acquire points through turns. So that's the state that I want. I'm going to hit submit. And that's the state that I've taken. It looks like Italy didn't have enough points to proceed. So I'll take this state now and submit my demands. And then Italy's gone for this now. They've demanded the Eastern Swiss Alps. I'll pass again. I'll pass again. Pass, pass. And then I'll see if I can demand this. And let's see if we both demand the same piece of land. There was no contest for the specific lands. But by the looks of things, if I had enough points, even though they've taken this territory, I can still say I contest it later on. Oh, we can actually do that. That feels kind of weird that the turn's already been passed, but then I can specifically say I still want to make a demand for a territory they've already successfully taken in the peace conference. In this case, I'm going to go for this state. I've got enough points to do it, so I'm going to submit a contested bid. And now we are contesting over this specific territory. And what will probably happen is, because I have a larger war contribution, every time I make demands to say I still want this, the price will keep going up and up and up and up. But eventually it'll reach a point where only I can afford it and he can't afford it. Why? Because I have more war score. So I'll submit my demands again, and now he's given up because he hasn't got enough points. So now I've got that. Can I do the same with this territory? No. Or maybe they actually won that. Did they win that? So we passed a few times. We gained more points, I presume. And then I submit my demands. But now I can't submit my demands for any of this land. Let's just see how that actually turned out. So the top right, confirm and exit and see how that actually looks. So it looked to me like maybe that was a glitch. Maybe me contesting lands that was already taken, so that doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's do the same thing again with Austria. One final peace conference. The confusing part of this is when there's going to be a big peace conference. Let's say the Soviet Union and the Allies contesting for German territory. That's where things are going to go really strange. But for now, we'll just show the more simple peace conferences and just see how we go. This is a little bit of a change too. If you look on the total war participation, you can see now a greater breakdown. So land combat damage. So actually inflicting damage on the enemy now will contribute to your war contribution. Destroyed enemy planes, strategic bombing, convoy raiding, sunk enemy ships, your casualties, I'm presuming, occupations, lend-lease sent, and lend-lease received. Whoa! So you could game the system now by using lend-leases? That is really, really cool. Anyway, let's end this little war against Austria. Boom. So, it looks like, for some reason I can't actually see the demands. Oh, we see the demands here. So, Italy is taking Tyrol, Upper Austria, and Lower Austria. And the only bit of land left that I can take, that I can afford, is this small state here. Submit demands. And that's pretty much the end of the peace conference, right? Can I contest this region? Can contest it, but it doesn't make any difference. And the result is they take all the territory. Listen, guys, we've got a very, very steep hill to climb right now. And I'll be honest with you, my understanding of these peace conferences is super light, but I thought I'd probably hold your hand and have experience together where we try and understand it. Once again, if you're doing a peace conference by yourself and you're the only one making demands, it's a super straightforward process. You take what you want, you create border gore. I like to refer to this as art. Alternatively, if you're in a peace conference with somebody else, prepare to have a headache. But let's be real, it was a headache before, so a different version of a headache. It hurts a different part of your head. Anyway, guys, I will return to this one day, doing a more advanced peace conference, but this is my first look at peace conference. And to be honest with you, so far, I really like what I see. It's definitely an improvement over the old system. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This video, one here. Get a click. Have a look at it. This one.